Hello Sagittarius and welcome or welcome back. Thanks for being here. It's Tea and Tarot time with Julie. I'm pointing at my ear. No, I want to point up there. Tea and Tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cuppa. Put your feet up. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching. Okay. Bit of a timeless one this. All right. So I'm posting it on the 21st. But if you don't find it for a week or two, that's fine. Whenever it resonates for you, that's when it's for you. Okay. All right. And sometimes it doesn't resonate at all. Not every reading will resonate with you. Okay. All righty. Let's have a little look. What do we have for Sag, please? Palace of Cups, Death. We're seeing a lot of the Death card coming out at the moment, all right, and that's okay. It's we're just still finishing off the last little remnants of 2025 and the snake energy as we transition ready into the new that is kicking off strongly as we go into February. Okay, all right, now let's have a look. We've got the Three of Cups, the Five of Swords and the Palace of Wands. All right, so we've got two palaces here, Palace of Cups and the Palace of Wands. This is the Tarot of Dreams, this deck, and it's the only deck I've ever seen which has palaces, and there's a palace for each of the suits, and it's where the king and queen live in that suit, and it's where the knight protects. So in this one, you can see there's the knight protecting the palace, the fish all around. So what this one is doing, what this one is talking about, is a sense in your environment of flow, of happiness, of things just being easy, of it feeling good. So I'm in a place where I am feeling good. Now, particularly because it's rooted down with the Three of Cups, which is a card of celebration. It's a card of happiness, togetherness, companionship, friendship. This is where it is feeling really good. And so what we have going on here now then is this sense of brightness I'm feeling and flow. Now, and talking about brightness, I just felt I needed to put the light on. So let's make it's very windy and rainy here in the UK at the moment. Very dark outside, even though it's the middle of the day. So just put some lights on. Now, what we've got with that Palace of Cups is I want you to have a look at your environment. Now, there's there's multiple actually. There's multiple places of environments. Your main one is within yourself, within your body, within your health. That's your first environment, is within you. So how are you feeling within yourself, within your emotions, does your world flow internally? Are you in a good energy? Then we've got your home, which is where we spend a lot of time, and then any place that you work or any place that you spend a lot of time outside of your own home. So we're looking at those environments, and sometimes they're just saying we need to step outside of our environment in order to really get the benefits of life and the world. So that saying, sometimes, a change is as good as a rest. Just getting out of your environment and going to somewhere else could just give you a whole fresh perspective and reset you. So environment important, because we've also got the Palace of Wands, another environment. And this one with the Palace of Wands is about where you feel empowered, passionate, enthusiastic, energized, a sense of predominantly about power. Do I feel powerful or disempowered? Do I feel in charge of my life or do I feel like a puppet? The Palace of Wands is where I feel in charge of my life and world. Not necessarily in control, because we allow ourselves to go with the flow of life, particularly as we've got the Palace of Cups there flowing, but a strong emphasis here on the environment, internally, externally, within your immediate world and outside of that. Have a look at that, because Sagittarius, you are in this space, or you're coming into this space in the next week or two, where you are really looking at the flow and the happiness and the emotional balance, equilibrium. I'm listening to what Spirit's saying. Balance, equilibrium, the mojo, it just feeling, where's my emotional balance, and it feeling good. Because what's moving out, the Death card, the transition, transformation, is around this conflict. And now the Five of Swords is a card of internal conflict. Tend to questioning, doubting, being unsure, have I done the right thing, changing your mind a million times because you can't trust your decision making. All of that is moving out. You're coming into a space here where you're much clearer. Because we've got the death card with the Five of Swords, which is that conflict, internal battle, internal arguing with yourself. The death card over it is saying, well, I think we're more or less done with that now. You might get a little bit of final questioning over the next, say, month between now and around about, say, the 20th of February, which is that 14th or 20th of February is a massive week where everything is opening up and opening out. So just be aware of that, okay? So anything that is just final, dot your I's, cross your T's, that is out, and that's predominantly around the internal arguing with yourself, doubts, fears, insecurities, letting them go. Sort of saying to yourself, why am I bothering with that? It's really not important. Why am I worrying about that for the future? It may or may not happen. Let's just chill. You're in a lovely space, because I love the combination of the Palace of Cups and the Palace of Wands. It means I'm feeling empowered and I'm feeling emotionally stable, emotionally in a good place, and I'm allowing myself to flow, and it's bringing me far more joy. Now, the final card we haven't talked about yet is the Knight of Swords. Now, Knights are action, and the Knight of Swords is taking action on communication, predominantly your thoughts, the way you're thinking, what you're thinking about, expressing that if it feels right to, maybe writing things down, journaling, potentially things like social media, and reaching out to people, particularly because we've got that Three of Cups there. You might be messaging somebody on one of the social media apps. You might be sending emails or phone calls or even snail mail and writing a letter. But we're taking action on this, and it feels very powerful and very positive, and it's helping you. No, they're correcting me. Okay, sorry, all right. I was going to say it's helping you feel more empowered, and they're saying no, the other way around. Because you're more empowered, because you're feeling energized and enthusiastic, you are taking that action from a place of power, which is, I want to say this, I want to connect with that person, I want to reach out for this. And so you do, and it feels really, really good. Like it a lot. Let's find out a little bit more. I don't normally put the overhead light on. It's creating a bit of shadow. I hope it's not distracting for you. But I do think we need a bit of light here. All right, we've got the Emperor coming in. Look, there's your power. The sense of authority. It's my life. It's my world. I'm the director of my experiences, my now and my future, and I am in my power to create what I want to create. And what I want to create here is a new beginning with the Ace of Swords, and I'm coming from a place with that Seven of Wands of boundaries, holding my decisions, not backing down. No more arguing with myself about, am I sure about this? Have I done the right thing? Like, no, the Emperor says no. The Emperor doesn't doubt. It's like, I've made this decision because it feels right, and I trust my decisions. I trust them. Now, when we've got the Ace of Swords coming out with it, this clarity, the ideas, the inspiration, the aha moments, this new beginning, holding that sword aloft, saying, I'm going to cut through, because that Ace of Swords can cut through the confusion, cut through the doubts and the inner arguments, the internal narrative, and it's saying, no, I'm the Emperor. Remember who you are. You are a divine being of light. You are a powerful person. And, what gets in the way are our doubts. And when we release those doubts, and I don't mean that we know instinctively 1,000% of the time that we're always right, but it's that inner knowing, the inner narrative that says, this feels right for me, I'm following it, and I'm stepping into a whole new beginning where I feel more empowered, more in charge, more I'm just listening to what they're saying. Directing your world and life exactly where you want it to be, and standing in your power. And that Seven of Wands is confirming it. Because the Seven of Wands is about holding your own, holding your ground, not backing down, boundaries, standing up for yourself, not taking any nonsense, not being a pushover, not being persuaded or influenced by other people. You're saying, yeah, thanks for your opinion, but this is what feels right for me and this is what I'm doing. So you're absolutely stepping into this beautiful energy of I'm taking charge of my own life. And after what has been quite a challenge in 2025, but incredibly useful and incredibly powerful I've I've shed so much, shedding doubts, fears, insecurities, letting go of people, things, jobs, places, things that don't serve me, letting go of all sorts. And now, after the letting go, the dismantling, now in 2026, we're building. We're building on what we've got left is what we're meant to take with us. And now we build on that from this place of beautiful empowerment. I love it. Love it for you. All right, let's finish off with an angel message for my Sagittarius, please, from the angels. This is the Oracle of the Angels. That's the Rider-Waite deck, by the way. I always like to tell you the cards. They are linked below if you're interested. Okay, initiation. Initiation coming out with the Ace. I mean, the Ace of Swords is a new beginning, right? And the initiation is a card of new beginning. It's also creating magic, because what you've got there, that's Merlin. And that Merlin is a master guide, a master, ascended master. All right. And this is the new beginning. You're rising up into the light, rising up into a higher vibration, starting something that's completely new and different for you. And you are being guided, led and supported by the universe, by your God force within, by your internal knowing, and you are ready. Go, 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 Sagittarius. Well done. All right, my beautiful people, that is what I have for you. I'll be back on Friday with a collective reading for everybody, and I will see you again soon. I hope it was helpful. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.